During the week, Ashley Beatty relies on precision, but when she's not working, her energy gets a lot more basic.
Change of pace, definitely. It's great to make something too, so I like to make things outside of work, and so this was a great opportunity. And you just feel strong.
How can you not feel strong when you're pounding and twisting a tube of steel into a beautiful handmade hook?
When I see handmade things like this, especially that are forged, I never really thought it was something I could do, and so it was neat they said I could do it, and then I did it, so that was good. You kind of can forget where things come from and forget that people do make things and have a trade and have skills that other people don't. It's just good to know that if I couldn't get something off the shelf in a store, there's people around that could make it still, and we don't just have to rely on companies in China and wherever else to get things like hooks.
Thanks to blacksmiths like Hunter Dahlberg, especially here in Central Oregon, we are reminded that not everything is produced out of a factory.
There's blacksmiths today that are still figuring out new ways to do things, and that's just an appealing place to go to work. Whether we know it or not, we owe so much to this craft, because this craft pushed all the crafts. Material out of the forge and it's bright yellow. I mean, that's kind of like earth core kind of creationism, really, that's the core of it all, that stuff. And I think, again, that's part of the reason why it resonates. Half on, half off.
Ashley didn't necessarily surprise herself by making a hook at this year's Winterfest, but she's rightfully proud of what she created.
I made this and it turned out pretty darn good. So, I don't know, just remind me and that I can do things like this and other people can too, and we can be self-reliant in some things.
Making something with your own hands these days is pretty uncommon. And so to offer that experience for folks, it's incredibly empowering, especially for guys who are culturally sort of expected to be handy and to know tools, but they're not always set up that way in culture now because you don't need to be. So it's empowering to set about to do something with your hands and make something, especially make something useful